Okay, this screencast will wrap up section 6.5. All right, so we might remember that in the last screencast, we took a look at a synapse, which is the junction between two neurons or a junction between a neuron and an effector or a receptor. We took a look at how the impulse arrives and how it jumps from one to the other. Well, the chemical needed for that is a neurotransmitter. All right. There are a lot of neurotransmitters out there, and synapses do not use all the same. But any neurotransmitter that uses acetylcholine as its neurotransmitter is called a cholinergic synapse. Cholinergic synapse. All right. So, to remind us, the presynaptic membrane, all right, part of the neuron, presynaptic, that's with the axon, the end of the axon, secretes acetylcholine into the synaptic cleft, all right, which then diffuses across the synapse and binds to receptors on the next neuron or the postsynaptic membrane. Okay, we know about that. So that's a cholinergic synapse just described. What happens to the acetylcholine afterwards? All right, you see an enzyme there. The enzyme cholinesterase breaks down acetylcholine into acetyl groups and choline. The choline portion is reabsorbed by the presynaptic neuron cell, which then can make it into acetylcholine again. All right. Now, the understanding here is speaking of the neonicotinoid. All right. Now, that is a pesticide. So, neonicotinoid pesticides bind to acetylcholine receptors in the postsynaptic membranes of cholinergic synapses in insects. So this is basically how we kill an insect. Cholinesterase then does not break down these pesticides, so they may remain bound to those receptors, preventing acetylcholine from binding. So therefore they block synaptic transmission and ultimately kills the insect. Okay, so you take a look there. All right, so that's the idea of the relation between cholinesterase there. Now, unfortunately, the IB wants you to know, they want you to know, honeybees are killed along with insect pests that are intended as the target of neonicotinoid pesticides. So it's an observation to show you that that's how pesticides work, by binding to the receptors and preventing the normal neurotransmitter from binding to it, in this case, killing insects. I don't think it would do a great job on you either. All right, so with that, taking a look, that concludes this short screencast and a section 6.5. Okay, stop sharing.